Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 24, Fields. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
The Falcons had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but we're getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Open man is Uzama.
He's got the first down and more.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Now throwing on 1st down here. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Browns! Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
They'll give to Hall. They'll get this down to the 38.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Fields.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Fields. There's Chris Olave.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
On play action, Fields
Out to his left.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And complete to Drake London.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Second down, Howell back to pass. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Howell to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Powell. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
That's the game of play. It's 3rd and 7.
Fields. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is taken at the 15. "34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Fields. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. Here's Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From the 9, 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
A loss of 1 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw, Fields. And it's caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
24-yard gain of the play. First down,
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
T. Higgins
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Fields. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything that they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Jake Ferguson
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
On first down, Howell.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Howell down to throw it.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Drake London
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Howell throws right back to London, complete again.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now they go play action with Howell.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing here, Howell.
Going deep for Diggs.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. All again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he is out up around the 15-yard line.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Now it's Fields.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Fields. That is caught by Lamb.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
From the gun, here's Fields. Completes this one to Pickens.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Fields.
Here as he's taken down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E.
2nd and 7. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Sam Howell.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
To throw is Fields.
And he fires one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Man open left side is Brown.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 4th down, Fields has to have this one.
That is caught. It's Uzomah.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. I'll give to Hall running right.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Off play action, Fields
on the move to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields finds Pickens outright.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields
steps away. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Howell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Another throw for Howell.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here's Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
They snap it to Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Slot man moves right.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cleveland, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
Told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning.